Are you not smart enough to understand that? Are you treated differently because you're white? I think you should be treated differently because you're a Nazi sympathizer. I think you should be treated differently because you're a bigot and you sound like a Klansman grand wizard. Start off with Adolf. Adolf is first up on PTL. Hello, Adolf.
Brian, welcome to the second greatest day of my life.
And why is it what was the first greatest day of your life, sir?
It was Trump's first inauguration.
Okay. So why are you so excited? Tell me.
I'm very excited. There's a lot of things going to be going on that he's going to be doing. And, but Brian, I've called before, and what I'd like to do is I'm in Las Vegas and I know you're there, and I'm having a party tonight in my room at the casino, at the hotel. And, I'd like to invite you to it.
What type of party?
Would you like to come to my party tonight?
Well, I don't really get along with Trump supporters these days, so I'll give a hard pass on that. But enlighten me. What is going to be happening at this party?
So it's great. It's our Nazi memorabilia night.
Are you being serious? Are you're selling Nazi memorabilia?
The history is absolutely amazing.
So
the helmets that are brought in, the clothes from the Jews, there's pictures. We all learn, and you can buy different things.
Hold on.
Different people.
You're asking a Jewish person to show up to a party selling Nazi memorabilia, and you seriously think that that's something that I would consider? Let me ask you a question. Is that why
I'm throwing out the gauntlet for you? I'm trying to be nice.
Well,
Biden was the one that wanted inclusivity.
That's
so
like
I'm trying to include.
That's like asking a black person to show up at a party where they're going to be selling nooses from the days of slavery. Completely idiotic, number one. Number two, the fact that you are probably a Nazi yourself, when he said stand back and stand by, how did that make you feel? Did that empower you?
Again, Biden was the one that let me be what I want to be, being inclusive with everything, and that's what I am, and I'm very proud of it. We're going to learn a lot about the Nazi Party tonight. We're going to talk with other people.
Well, that's where we agree. So you would agree with me that the Republican MAGA Party is the Nazi Party, then? You would agree?
And the history is incredible. How the information was brought up and how people got the different things for our memorabilia.
All right, I don't want to talk about your Nazi memorabilia because, quite frankly, sir, it's absolutely disgusting what you're saying. I want to know why you support Donald Trump. I want to know, is it because of his bigotry and hatred?
You want to come to my party tonight?
No, I don't want to go to your, probably the last party in the world I'd want to go to, but I'm sure Marjorie Taylor Greene and many of those in the MAGA Republican Party will probably be going there. Will you have any Proud Boy members at your party? Because they were marching in Washington, D.C.
They probably will be some. We're all kind of intertwined with each other and we're enjoying it. And we're learning a lot.
Sir, so I want to know,
to put that out for you.
When you would celebrate the killing of 7 million Jews and you celebrate a 34-count felon, liable sexual abuser, I'm wondering how you look at yourself in the mirror. Do you have any daughters? Do you have any kids, sir?
I have kids, yes. I have a wife. I have kids.
So what would your kids...
I'm teaching them that the Holocaust was a good start.
Did you just say the Holocaust was a good start? So you think murdering a bunch of innocent people is a good thing? Is that what you just said?
I think it's going to be bringing back.
All right.
I think it's going to be bringing back what we need.
All right. So you're obviously a hateful person, and I'm not shocked that you are a supporter of Donald Trump. Are you in the Klan? I mean that as a serious question. Are you in the Ku Klux Klan? Are you a Klansman? Because you certainly sound like one.
There is no Klan.
What do you mean there is no Klan? David Duke has been the leader of the Klan for decades. What the hell are you talking about? There are people that wear white hoods, and you're probably one of them. You sound like a Klan member. You sound like an evil white supremacist insurrectionist that stormed the Capitol on January 6th. And you sound like your typical right-wing extremist Donald Trump supporter, someone who hates Jews. I would imagine you probably hate minorities too. What do you think about black people?
Well, I don't see any white people having their own day like today.
What are you talking about? Donald Trump had his inauguration day today. He's white or orange or whatever you want to call it.
There's a Martin Luther King Day, right?
Yeah.
He's a black guy. Why isn't there anything for white people?
Because white people didn't have to use different water fountains. White people weren't owned by human beings. We had something called slavery. White people haven't gone through the atrocities that black people have had to go through in our history. Sure. Are you not smart enough to understand that? Are you treated differently because you're white. I think you should be treated differently because you're a Nazi sympathizer. I think you should be treated differently because you're a bigot and you sound like a Klansman grand wizard. Do you really think that name me one white person in society that accomplished what Martin Luther King was able to accomplish? Name me one.
I just want to go back to what you said earlier.
Why don't you name me one? No, why can't you answer that question? Name me one person that has accomplished.
I want to thank Lincoln for changing the rules along the way. Can you imagine how much great this country would be right now?
Okay, Abraham Lincoln did some great things with ending slavery. I will certainly give you that. It's probably the only thing you've said in this conversation that I agree with. You don't think we should have Martin Luther King Day?
No, we should be having Abraham Lincoln Day with him not freeing the slaves. It would have been much better for us now.
Like, I want to ask you a serious question. Did your parents raise you to be a racist bigot? Like, did they raise you to use the N-word? Did they raise you to hate people?
No. Hey, don't bring my parents into this. They're great people. Don't bring my father.
Okay, they certainly sound like. Well, I just did.
My brothers and I were raised, and we were raised how we are, and don't bring them up.
Okay, well, I just did. It sounds like you were raised to be a racist bigot.
Hey, guess what? My kid's being raised the exact same way. And
well, your kids.
Fantastic.
Well, you must be very proud of yourself. What do you tell your kids?
I'm very proud. Why would I not be proud of my family?
So your kids are going to be grand wizards as well. You must be very proud of that, sir. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I hang up on you? Because quite frankly, you are just a typical alt-right MAGA bigot. That's exactly what you are. You are despicable. You are dangerous. And you sound like an extremely hateful and ignorant person. But is there anything else you'd like to add to embarrass yourself?
Heil, Brian.
Okay.
Died, Jew.
Yeah, okay. Very funny. Have a nice day. That's exactly the type of person that will be supporting Donald Trump.